The question quickly becomes for me, which one of these quarterbacks is most likely to be the number one pick in the 2027 NFL draft, and what can we expect them in the 2026 season? I'm talking about Ohio State's Julian Sayin, Texas's Arch Manning, and Indiana's Josh Hoover. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, hit that subscribe button, like this video, answer the question in the comments below. How do you expect these quarterbacks to be drafted in 2027? 1, 2, and 3. Josh Hoover, Arch Manning, and Julian Sayin. I phrase it that way because going into this 2026 season, I think those are 3 of the 5 to 10 best quarterbacks in this 2026 group. I understand that so many people are high on Dante Moore. I still got that pick 6 he threw to D'Angelo Pons in my brain. And I also still have in my brain that when it came time to go defeat the best teams in college football, Dante Moore was lacking against Indiana twice. And we're still waiting on Oregon to do what we all expected Oregon to do the last 2 years, which is contend for the national championship in the national championship game. Of course, we'll throw Gunnar Stockton in the mix as we need to, Trinidad Chambliss if he gets the eligibility, and Joey Aguilar as well. But I think given what the NFL has shown it values, accuracy, youth, and quite frankly, explosiveness with arm talent, you got to look at these 3 guys. And the reason I throw Josh Hoover into this mix is because that's a dude that damn near threw for 4,000 yards last year, threw for damn near 3,500 yards the year before, redshirted the 2022 season where Texas Christian went to the national championship game. So it's not as if he hasn't been around a team that is used to winning. The last couple of years, he's really put that team on his back. And that's why he was able to enter the transfer portal and come out at the number 1 team in the country. A place that has developed not a single quarterback, but has taken quarterbacks from the transfer portal and made them better. From Curtis Rourke to Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza and presumptive number 1 overall pick in the 2026 draft, which might mean that Indiana could end up with not 1, but 2 players going number 1 overall in the NFL draft back-to-back years. This is after Indiana never had anybody that would reach even that level. I would even go as far as to say the best quarterback that Indiana had before Fernando Mendoza was Antoine Randall, who played wide receiver in the NFL. Great wide receiver, by the way, for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and one of my favorite college football players of all time because he was a short quarterback like me, and it was making it happen. And I really, really loved that. Antoine Randall forever, one of my favorite college football players. Now, as we talk about who is going to be really in that conversation, you're always going to have some NFL draft, Nick, that's going to come out with a player from left field or seemingly from left field, as I look at it, who has all the tools, but none of the production. Will Levis is a great example of this, a guy that NFL draft folks were really high on because he had all the measurables that you wanted. But I would say, yo, that dude didn't do jack at Kentucky. Why the hell would you want to draft him? Well, we see all this upside to him. Same thing instead of Anthony Richardson. You got a lot of NFL fans that are still holding out on that guy to be great. I don't like that. I've never liked that. I don't enjoy it. And you need to be productive in college for me to draft you in the first round. I don't give a damn what position you play. I get that coaches like to think that I can draft potential. I can't draft someone who doesn't have that potential. And I would say usually a winner is winning everywhere. Winning usually follows that person around. I think that is true when you look at some of these players. And for Arch Manning, for Josh Hoover, for Julian Sayin, you mostly need more of the same. So Arch Manning threw for over 3,500 or 3,100 yards, and I think it was 32 TDs, 26 TDs, 7 interceptions, 400 yards rushing on the ground. I think he played better in the second half than he did in the first half, and it wasn't close. If he continues to develop the way that he had in this first year as a full-time starter, he is going to be everybody's NFL draft darling because he can not only throw the ball 1,000,000 yards, he can take care of himself in the pocket, and if he gets in the open field, you're not likely to catch him. That is the kind of talent that you yearn for if you are an NFL team and you understand the pedigree of being a Manning and you've seen how he carries himself. It is a guy that you very much would like to make the CEO of your NFL franchise, and that's what every starting quarterback is: the CEO of your franchise, the front face, the fronting face of your NFL franchise. It's one of the reasons Aaron Rodgers continues to get gigs, right? Why, if Tom Brady wanted to come out of the booth, people would let him. It's not just your ability to play the position, it's how you carry yourself and what you represent and how you can layer that on top of the team. Unlike college football, quarterbacks run the NFL. In college football, coaches run the NFL. That's why you saw Kurt Cignetti's headset get auctioned off for more than $100,000, while Bill Belichick's headset had been as a Patriot, had been auctioned off for like $11,000. We just care a little bit more about what our coaches think and what they have to say. And Steve Sarkisian has done a great job of grooming quarterbacks and developing them. And Arch might be his best. However, Julian Sayin's right there. 3,600 yards passing, 32 passing touchdowns. I believe it was just 8 interceptions. And he played his best football at the start of the season. Didn't play his best football against Indiana or Miami, but some of that has to do with him. Other parts of that is just the offensive line was not that great. I think they've given up something like 6 sacks all season through the regular season, gave up like 5 to Indiana. And he was put on his back quite a bit against Miami. You also have to throw in there, he's got Jeremiah Smith to throw passes to, along with Cardell Tate. He's going to have Jeremiah Smith to throw passes to once again with Brandon Ennis. And then we'll see who ends up being the third guy. Could it be Chris Henry? Sure. Could it be Kyle Parker? Absolutely. What's clear is he's got the goods. He'll get rid of the ball quickly if you give him a little bit of time. If he gets a clean picture, he's going to be accurate with the ball. He doesn't seem to make the same mistake twice, which I love. But yeah, he's prone to throwing the odd interception. Hoover is the wild card here, because I think many people would agree with me when they say the Big 12 isn't on the level of the Big 10, top to bottom. Matter of fact, I believe that the top 6 teams in the Big 10 are 6 of the best teams in the country, right? And as I see it right now, you could throw Penn State, USC, Michigan, Oregon, Ohio State, Indiana, all into that mix, right? I really enjoy what USC is going to become, and I think I'm giddy just thinking about what Gary Patterson might be able to do married with a good Lincoln Riley offense. But I think what Mike Shanahan has been able to do in developing quarterbacks that can run the system, and then you're getting Sunseri back in there as a quarterback's coach. Josh Hoover still has a ceiling that we haven't seen yet. And given that he's going to have Nick Marsh on the outside, along with some other really cool pieces, it's not out of the realm of possibility for him to be a 4,500-yard passer with 40 passing touchdowns and less than 10 interceptions. And if that's what he does, I would be shocked if Indiana is not another 11-win team, even 12-win team. They got a tough schedule, but it'll be interesting to see. As the 3 of these dudes are playing football, I'm still going to bet more on Arch than I am the other 2. Julian Sayin will probably be my second pick, and then Josh Hoover. But for now, you take one, I'll take the other 2.